Street. Breathe correctly. Breathe. 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 In through the filters of the nose, out through your mouth. In through the filters of your nose, out through your mouth. If it's strenuous for you, breathe in through your nose and your mouth. If you need more oxygen, breathe in through your nose and your mouth. And move with a purpose. If your pace is slow, that's okay. At least you're moving. If your purpose is slow, at least you're moving. Just keep moving. One foot in front of the other. Keep moving. And move with a purpose. Put some pep in your step. Even if you have to walk slowly, put a little pep in your step. Heel, feet, and toes. Heel, feet, and toes. There are so many different ways to walk correctly. Make sure that you change those shoes out every 300 to 500 miles. Or every 3 to 6 months. Get you good shoes, and when your shoes start to wear, it's fine to get inserts, but don't let that be the answer to the problem, okay? Inserts only last so long. Change out your shoes. Change out your shoes every 300 to 500 miles or every 3 to 6 months. Unless you don't walk that much or run that much or jog that much or skip, right? Keep moving consistently and be persistent about being consistent. Move those legs. Look at the legs move. Look at the legs and feet moving. And if you can talk, that is great. A good sign of your fitness level. But if you're talking and it's uncomfortable, or you sound kind of, you know what I mean, like you don't need to be talking, then don't. The most important part is the movement and not of your mouth, of those feet. Those arms. Move those arms, whether you have weights or not, as you walk. Move those arms. Put on your ankle weights, your wrist weights, or not, because you're still moving. So that extra weight, It just depends on what your goals are. It won't do a whole lot more having the extra 1 to 2 pounds on each ankle or each wrist, but it gives a little bit more resistance, just a little bit. But you don't need them. Just move. Just keep moving. One foot in front of the other. Swivel those hips. Work on that waistline as you walk. But as always what? Consult with, contact, conference with, communicate with your primary healthcare provider before starting, changing, stopping any exercise plan, routine, schedule, regimen that you have. I don't know a healthcare provider, and I know many, who doesn't want you to move and keep moving. Keep moving. But as far as your intensity, make sure that you talk with your healthcare provider, your doctor, your nurse practitioner, your physician's assistant, your specialty doctors for any specialty issues you have, even your dietitian or your nutritionist, even your psychologist, your psychotherapist, your psychologist. Talk with them, have communications with them. Keep the lines of communication open with your healthcare team. All of those people I just named, they're your healthcare team. Any one or any combination of. They want what's best for you, and guess what? You're your best advocate. You're your best advocate. So when things feel uncomfortable, slow down, and or stop and sit, because you can get back up and start again. Maybe that day, the next day, a couple of days, whenever. Just get back up and start again. Hey, Spiky. How you doing, Spiky? Let's move with a purpose. Move with a purpose. You can move like this. It just depends on what your fitness level is. You can move like this. You can power walk. You can jog. You can alternate, right? You can run. Y'all know I never run on here because I can't handle my phone if I run. Thank you, Spiky. I cannot handle the phone if I run. It'll be all over there. Get up and jump rope. Walking is not the be all end all, y'all. It's not the only thing you can do, right? Walk, jog, run, skip, hop. Get up and dance. Dance around for 30 minutes straight, for an hour straight. Just dance. It's fun. Most of us love it, whether we can do it or not. Just get up and move. Get up and move. Walk around the biggest, if you're not an outdoor kind of person, whether it's hot or cold, maybe you don't like the heat, maybe you don't like the cold, go to the gym. You know, if you don't have a treadmill, a bike at home, a stationary bike, an elliptical, a mini stepper, a walking pad. See, you don't just have to walk. You can walk, you can jog, you can run, you can skip, you can hop. All right? When I meet traffic and traffic is coming, what do? I march. We march in place. So we stop, but we keep moving because we're marching. You can walk in place. Shout out to Rock Just Living. Okay. You can walk in place. You can play tennis. You can play basketball. Not only will you get cardio and aerobic activity in, you'll get some anaerobic activity in. When you incorporate that stop and go movement, you'll get some anaerobic activity in. You can go mountain climbing if you have mountains in your area. Look, there are a plethora of things you can do to get your cardiovascular workout in. Not just walking. It's free, of course, but everything else I named is free. If you don't like going outside, walk around the biggest room inside your home. Make laps. If you like to count your steps, Get a watch. Count your steps. I really don't push step counting a lot because what's important to me is the movement. Whether I do 10,000 steps or 1,000, as long as I do it for a set amount of time. 10 minutes. If I'm running out of time, it's getting late, get up and just walk 10 minutes. 10 minutes. If you're just starting, again, talk to your healthcare team. Okay? You know your body, they know your body. And keep the lines of communication open. Let them know how you feel. Tell them how you feel. Okay? Tell them how you feel. If something feels like it's too much, guess what? They're going to say, okay, well, we need to modify some things. Remember, if you can't do a deep squat, do a mini squat. A mini squat. Hold on to the wall and do your squat. Hold on to a table and do your squat. Okay? Military people, you know how to adjust. You know what I'm talking about. Just move. Keep moving. Walk with the cadence. But if you're just starting, never mind all that. Just walk, okay? Just walk. Uh-oh, she's mad, y'all. Uh-oh. She's big mad. She got some McDonald's and she still ain't satisfied. I don't know what they did, but they made her mad. So if you can walk and talk again, that is great. But if you can't, that's okay. The most important part is the walking, the movement. Move those arms, move those legs. Look at the legs move. Watch my legs and feet move. Watch my legs and feet move. Move those arms. Put some pep in that step. Put some switch in that walk. Work on that waistline as you walk. Swivel those hips. Unless you have some certain issues and you don't need to be doing that, okay? If you have knee issues, kind of walk like with your toes kind of out. Don't turn them all the way out. You don't want to harm the knee. But if you walk straight and it feels like too much pressure is on your knee, kind of kick out a little bit. Okay, kind of kick out a little bit. Work those knees, work those ankles, work those hip flexors. Work your hips as well. All right? Just get up and move and keep moving. I suggest an hour a day. But due to time constraints, people have work, people have kids, maybe they have school themselves. Kids got all kinds of practice. Sometimes you can only do 30 minutes and that's fine. 30 minutes is the minimum that any reputable source is going to tell you. So Each person is different. If you can't do 30 minutes, say for instance, you're just starting, or it's been years since you walked like this before. Well, since you walked like this, not before, because it's been years, right? 15 minutes is good. 15 minutes is good because the more you do, the more you'll want to do. And you'll get there. You'll get there. The more you do, the more you'll want to do. In most cases, in many cases, I won't say all cases, because some people dread it, but they do it because they know it's good for them. They know it's good to do it. It's good to get up and move. You want to take some deep breaths in, pull in that oxygen, pull in that O2 and out. Exhale. Let that CO2 out. Pull in that oxygen. Exhale. Release that CO2 and other waste. All right? Focus. Focus on your breathing. Pull in that oxygen. Inhale. Then exhale. Release that CO2 and other waste. Okay, pull in that oxygen so that it can get to those cells the way it needs to. What's the most important muscle in your body? Your heart. Your heart, it is a pump. It's the most important muscle and it is a pump. That heart helps is what pumps. It's the main thing that pumps, right? That blood to all the parts of your body it needs to get to. It delivers that oxygen to those tissues and muscles and joints, right? Right? It helps that lymphatic system to push that lymph through the lymphatic system, helping your immune system, right? Hey, Uno. No. Thank you, Uno. Thank you, Uno. Where you been, Uno? Uno, you know I fuss at you. You know I have to fuss at you when you don't come around for a while. So breathe. In through the nose, out through your mouth. If you feel like you're not getting enough oxygen by breathing through your nose, then breathe through your nose and your mouth. But that air will be filtered as it passes through the filters of your nasal cavities, okay? Your nasal. When you inhale, those little hairs up in there, some of us have really thick ones, some of us not so much, but they're there. They're your filtering system, okay? Girl, you've been walking every day, haven't you? I have. I try to. Lately, I've been sticking to 30 to maybe 45 minutes in the evenings. Because, I work out in the mornings. And I've been doing some extra stuff. So I've been cutting my time down in the evening during my walk and talks to like 30 to 45 minutes. But we get it in. We get it in. Thank you, Uno. I appreciate you. I definitely appreciate you. I appreciate all sincere, well wishes and people who are authentically and genuinely here to encourage. Like I said, I don't really motivate people. I feel like once people are grown, their most of their motivation, their best motivation, should come from God, themselves, and people who truly know them. People that they can call at 2 a.m. They can reach out to come over, or they can go over. They can go on vacation together. I want to motivate children and young adults. Because sometimes they need you to actually pull them up or push them up, right? But other than that, everybody else, my goal is to encourage. I want to encourage you to continue to do the things that you've already motivated yourself to do. Like when your motivation gets low, I want to encourage you to pull deep and get it going again, right? So I know motivation and encouragement, those words are synonymous. But again, I feel like when you motivate somebody, it's almost like you've got to pull them up, push them up, lift them up, and pick them up. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that, to do that for anybody, any age. But when I'm talking about these apps, these applications, these online things, the red ones, the blue ones, the white and black ones, and all that stuff, I only look to motivate young people, young adults, kids, and of course those who motivate me. Now there are adults who come over here who do motivate me, and of course I want to return the favor. But I feel like the bulk of your motivation should come from God, yourself, and your family and true friends. Friends that you've dined with, friends that you grew up with, friends that you've gone through things with, friends who know some of the things you'll never tell another person. You know, people like that. People you went to school with, high school, college, church, certain civic organizations. And you know, you can't even really trust those people. Bruno says, yes, most definitely. You can't always trust those people. But I feel like that's where you should get your encouragement from if you're going to get it from another individual. Those are the people, other than kids and young adults, those are the people we as adults should look to encourage. But my peers, my fellow adults, seasoned adults, I learned my lesson on trying to motivate people, okay? So from now on, it'll be motivate yourself. Just motivate yourself. And when you start to slow down, I'll send you words of encouragement to slow down if you need to, sit down if you need to, but not too long. Get back up and keep moving. Keep moving, keep going, keep cruising. All right? Keep pushing. In some cases, keep pulling. Keep pulling. Keep pulling. Keep thinking. Keep thinking. Keep focusing. Keep focusing. Keep meditating. Keep meditating. All right? Meditate on the things that focus and hone in on your goals. Meditate on those things that you expect of yourselves. Meditate on how to achieve those expectations that you set for yourself, those goals. So that's what I want to do. I don't want to motivate you to do it. We're all grown-ups. I just want to encourage you to continue to do whatever it is that will allow you to achieve what you want to achieve. Right? So we keep moving consistently. Consistency is key. Be consistent and be persistent about being persistent. So watch the legs and feet move. Look at the legs and feet move. And move with a purpose. Move with a purpose. Now, if you haven't been exercising at all, you haven't been big on doing it ever, this may be your purpose. Just going like this. At least you're doing something, right? This is your purpose, just to get up and move more, to become more active. Okay? This could be your purpose. If you are, you do your thing, maybe you want to get a little bit better, move a little bit more. Maybe this is your purpose. Moderately. You're a moderate walker, right? And maybe this is your purpose. Because see, we over here, we move with a purpose. As long as God is willing and allows, we move like this. Now, not every day. Some days we're moderate, right? Some days we're just easy breezy. We just stroll along. And that's okay. But overall, generally, you want to move with a purpose. And so again, if your purpose is slow, if it's moderate, some days pick it up a little bit. The more you do, the more you want to do. Hopefully. Hopefully. And if you walk like this all the time, good for you. Keep it up. Keep it up. But just know, if you do move like this all the time, this is your purpose, There's nothing wrong with slowing down a little bit sometimes. Slowing down a little bit, taking in the scenery. The scenery doesn't even have to be like the trees and the sidewalk, and it doesn't have to be that. The scenery can be something mental. Picture something in your mind. We're out here in all this greenery, shrubs, but as I walk, the scene in my mind can be a beach, right? It can be a beach. So along with this relaxing walk, I can have in my mind, I can be picturing the beach, right? Trying to increase that relaxation. Whatever it takes to help you. Because exercising, whether it's fast or slow, whether it's cardio or of course there's the physical component, but there's also the mental component. Okay? Remember, exercise is to help you physically, but it's also to help you mentally as well. I tell y'all all the time, why do you think when a boxer gets upset, the first thing he does is go to his basement or his workout area and box? He gets to hitting that punching bag. Or he calls his partner and he wants to spar. But if it's 2 a.m. and he's just like moody, maybe he goes and runs. Maybe he'll go for a run. So exercising is not just for your physical well-being. It's for your mental, your emotional, your spiritual as well. Okay? So just move, and keep on moving. Keep on moving. We're going downhill. See, your decline is as important as an incline, right? Because just as sure as you go up a hill, well, I'll say an incline, because incline, I think sometimes people get that a little bit mixed up. It ain't nothing like running a hill, okay? An incline is more of a slope. I guess you could say a mini hill, all right? But just as sure as you go up, you go down, right? Unless you're on a treadmill and all you got to do is just lower it back down. So just keep moving. It's been 34 minutes. The insects are starting to act up. Maybe the off is wearing off. I don't know. I've been out here for about an hour. On here 35 minutes with you guys. And as I always tell you, don't let bothered people bother you. Right? You owe nobody a thing. You don't have to be bothered. And if you're unbothered, you don't have to worry about it. You don't have to get upset about it. You don't have to talk about it, especially when it's something, an issue, or someone who's nothing to you. So don't let things bother you. Don't let people bother you. Because bothered people will bother you. So don't let bothered people bother you. Don't let certain things bother you. Don't let certain situations bother you. You have enough that you have to be really focused on. The things that you just have to deal with. Sometimes you can control and sometimes you can't. You have enough of that. And if you don't right now, hey, count that a blessing. But most of us, young and old, children, adult, and elderly, there's so much more that you have to be dealing with mentally, spiritually, physically, and emotionally than to be bothered with other grown people. And the more you say it doesn't bother you, guess what? The more it bothers you. So don't fool. You're trying to fool yourself and others sometimes. You guys sometimes find yourself trying to fool yourself and others. Now, if you ask me and I tell you, then hey. But that's like with the channels. We can get on here and talk about whatever we want to talk about, how it bothers us, the same thing a million times. Because guess what? It's our channel. And if you don't want to listen, don't listen. If you want to listen, listen. If you want to give your opinion in the chat, give your opinion. But that doesn't mean that the person they have to respect it enough to allow you to have it, right? But they don't have to agree with it. They don't have to agree with it. So stop letting bothered people bother you. Because sometimes, well, all the time, when bothered people are bothering other people, it's because they're talking about things that are bothering them. And sometimes they want to come and put those things in a different way, a different form, a different situation on someone else. Or if they're expected to tolerate something, they expect you to tolerate it. So don't let bothered people bother you. It's easier said than done. I know, I'm a Leo. I know, okay? But you just have to keep telling yourself that. You have to keep saying that, right? And if that is something that you allow to happen too much, that's, I wouldn't say that's a flaw. Well, I would say it's a flaw if I'm going to talk about myself. But other people may not see it as a flaw. They may see it as a weakness. It's something they need to work on. You know, something like that. So work on it. If you want to. If you want it to improve, work on it. Work on it. Don't let stressed people stress you out. Many people have stress at some point during the day. Some of us have those days where maybe you're stress-free. But many, many people have days where they're kind of stressed. Maybe it's short-term stress. Maybe it's long-term stress. Right? So you don't need the stress from someone else. Don't let stressed people stress you out. They may be stressed because, you know, somebody dropped a fly in their milk, where you're already having some issues and you're stressed, right? There's an airplane, so sometimes we gotta talk and yell and walk, talk and sing and walk, right? So their stress may come from a fly literally falling in their milk. And you're already stressed out because you have an exam and your grade is tinkering on, it's borderline already, right? Just an example. And they're talking about this fly in their milk over and over and over again. And it's not that they're talking about it over and over, but it's like they're telling you about it like, do you see that? I wonder how it happened. Like you can do something about it. And all that you can do is say, well, look, get another cup of milk. So that stress for them, which is somewhat trivial, and you're stressing about your test grade, well, that little bit of stress from them can stress you out. So don't let stressed people stress you out. If you find yourself in a situation, in a lounge of misery, grab your grip and get up out of there. Okay? These are my closing words every day. And they will be until I decide to change them. Okay? Grab your grip, G-Y-G-A-G. Because they invite you in, or they want to communicate and converse, and you welcome them in, or you go in, you step in. Then what appears to be a sheep starts to unzip those clothes, and the wolves come out. So the wolves come out of those sheep's clothing, right? So at that point, you got to grab your stuff and go. Because they say misery loves company, and that is true in a lot of cases. But in some cases, it's not really that person is miserable, but some people just like creating misery for others, whether they're miserable or not. So you got to get away from those. If they come into your lounge, your space, your place, your spot, your personal space, your area, your channel, your page, you got to tell them to grab their grip and go. GTGAG. Yeah, bye. And there's nothing wrong with that. Either way, there's nothing wrong with that. Watch the legs move. Look at the legs move. Look at the legs and feet as we move. We're going to go into a true cool down right now. True cool down. Because you guys know, it's like what I say over here. It's like eating. My warm up is my appetizer. My workout, exercise, that's my entree. And my cool down is my dessert. I've had that earlier today. And I come on here with you guys most evenings. And we get a second dessert of walking. We get a second cool down. It's a bit long. It's a bit long, but it's just time to just engage for me to go live because I'm a shorts channel. I don't upload a lot of videos. I usually just go live. So it's a time to go live. And if someone stops by, we converse. We talk. We communicate. Or we just hang out. We just hang out. Hey. See, that's what I'm talking about right there. Babies, the innocence of babies, toddlers, young people. Think about motivating them. If you didn't do such a good job before in your past, look, if you did a great job, then you'll be great at it. If you didn't do such a good job, it's never too late. Start where you are. Just like when you're exercising, you have to start where you are. You have to progress where you are too. Progress where you are, meaning that may sound funny, right? Meaning you will be able to do more the more you do, but there will be so much that you will only be able to do. Don't be out here trying to compete with people you can't compare with. Don't be out here trying to overextend yourself. Continue to go at a speed that is good for you. And when you feel like, okay, I'm not progressing, I've hit a plateau, that's okay. For some, you just need to switch up what you're doing. Instead of doing all that walking, start riding your bike. Start skipping, start jogging. Right? Just start doing something else. If you're still seeing results, but mentally, sometimes mentally when you're exercising, you hit a plateau. Like you may be seeing physical results, but mentally you've hit a plateau. Like, I'm tired of walking every day. I'm tired of doing jumping jacks every time I start my warm up. Then modify, switch it up. Switch it up, do something different. Now, sometimes you hit a plateau as it relates to your goals. Like you're trying to lose weight and it seems like you were doing good for the first couple of months. Your routine is the same, but you're kind of stuck. You've hit a plateau. You've got to change it up. But again, you want to work your body. Don't overexert your body. You can continue to exercise for a lifetime. Okay? But sometimes you just got to switch it up and change it up. And stop being so concerned about what Susie Neighbor on YouTube does. Larry over in the YouTube, down the YouTube street. Because maybe you have hit your plateau in that sense. Like you can't go and jump over blocks because Larry jumped over blocks. Okay? You can't try and run or jog because Susie's running and jogging. So you decide, let me switch it up too. Especially if you know you have certain issues. So work your body. Don't overexert your body. And switch up and change up into other things that you can do when you feel like you've hit a plateau. There are other things that you can do. Okay? So I think we're gonna go around this way one more time, and that'll be it. So for those who say hello, such as Uno, I appreciate you. Such as Spiky, I appreciate you. Thank you for saying hello. Thank you to each and every subscriber that came through or person who just happened to be passing by. Thank you for stopping. Thank you for stopping. If you have not subscribed, please do so. if you would like to do so. Once you subscribe, ring my doorbell. It's known as the YouTube notification bell. Ring it, tap it, and select all so that you'll be notified each and every time I upload a short or a live. Again, I rarely upload videos. I want to start doing that more, but I don't know. I'm getting into other neighborhoods to get away from around these birds, okay? So I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that because I'm doing that for something else as well. So I am a shorts channel who goes live. And we walk and talk over here in Lions Pride. So if you want to be a member of the Pride, hit that subscription button. Ring my doorbell, the YouTube notification bell, and select all. Give a thumbs up if you would like. Y'all know I say every day, I don't fuss about that. I'm not going to sit there and say that 1,000 times. Okay? Because what people don't understand is sometimes when you beat people up about hitting the thumbs up, that's when they'll take it back or they won't do it. All right? People see it. They know it's there. And it's okay to remind them sometimes. But hey, do it how you do it. Maybe saying that helps you to get more results with the thumbs up. But if it doesn't help you to get more, think about it. Sometimes people just don't like to hear that. And those who have already given the thumbs up, they're thinking like, damn, how many times are they going to say it? I did it. I can't do it but one time. So the apps are funny, y'all. People are funny. People be peopling. People be peopling. And we are all people. All right? People be peopling. And we are all people. We all have our ways. We all have our quips, our gripes. You know, we all have our things that grind our gears, right? So when you're feeling down and out, just get up and move. Just get up and move. When you're feeling great, get up and move. Get up and move. Make it a lifestyle. Make it a habit. Make it a good habit. And even when you are tired and you don't feel like it, it's okay to take a break, a day off, a week off, a month off. But stay focused. Stay focused. And remember to start back. Remember to start back. And if it's truly in your heart anyway, you'll start to miss it. I tell you guys all the time, I'm thinking, okay, I'm going on vacation. I'm not working out this week, this whole week. I'm going to splurge, eat whatever. I'm not working out. Guess what? Why not? And usually I miss it, so I have to go down to the hotel gym anyway, right? Or go, that's a good opportunity to jog and get some resistance off the beach, off that sand. So maybe I won't do it the whole 5 days, but 2 or 3. So I've still gotten a break, right? Still gotten a break. You're paying for that expensive hotel room. Why not use the gym? Okay? You're paying for that expensive hotel room. Why not use every amenity you can? All right? Every amenity you can. Thank you guys for joining me again. I've said some of the closing words, right? Don't let people bother you. Don't let stress people stress you out. And if you find yourself in any place of misery, any misery lounge, any misery spot, place, channel, platform, whatever, get out of there. Thank you guys for the thumbs up as well. Get out of there. Get out of there. Go somewhere and preserve your peace, okay? Sometimes you can go into a place and you already have your peace, right? You know how we say, don't let anyone take your peace. Well, don't depend on anyone for your peace either, okay? And if you're not really peaceful at the moment, certain places aren't really the place to go, right? Certain places we have to wait until we're armed with enough peace to enter those places. Because a lot of times, you know how it is, negativity tries to, when it comes to people, humans, negativity Sales seems to thrive more. So if you go in there with your armor of peace on, make sure that you're focused on keeping it. Okay? Keeping it. Make sure that you're focused on keeping it. Sometimes you just have to focus on keeping it, keeping your peace. Remember the R words? The first one we're going to talk about today is radar, right? Whenever you get up to exercise, you want to, just like the word radar, R-A-D-A-R. Starts with R and it ends with R. So when you exercise, you want to start with stretching and you want to end with stretching. That's just my thingy over here. The R is when I stretch. The A is my warm-up. D is my exercise, whatever exercise I decide to do. A is my cool down. And R, that last R, is what? My stretching. Start with stretching, end with stretching. Start with R, end with R. You can take the word level and look at that one that way. So there's a lot going on in this world, whether you're around it right now, like really close or not. Try to think positively, not for just yourself, but for other people as well. Because a lot of times people feel like people should believe as them, and they don't have the freedom to believe as they choose. As long as you're not being physically or mentally hurtful towards someone, it is okay for you to have differences of opinion, different choices, different beliefs. Okay? So we're going to get back to the R words. You want radar, we just talked about. You want to relax, relate to the things you can, release negative energy, negative vibes, negative things, negative people, right? Replenish your cup, your heart, your mind, your body, your soul. Restore yourself, your heart, your mind, your body, your soul. Relinquish some things. It's like you want to relinquish as well. Revisit some things, good things, things that used to bring you joy, that you didn't stop doing it for any particular reason, you just haven't done it in a while. Revisit those things, remember what they are, revisit them, and start focusing on some of those good things again. Right? Reevaluate yourself, others around you, situations around you, situations that you're a part of, you're thinking about becoming a part of. Don't just evaluate, reevaluate. Sometimes again and again. Restock, reload. Okay? Respect. Definitely respect yourself. Okay? And don't allow disrespect. You can't stop someone from disrespecting you, but you don't have to put up with it. Right? So once they continue to disrespect you, that's on them. Reinvent. Sometimes we want to reinvent ourselves. Reinvent some things we're doing. Restore an old cabinet. If that helps you to restore your heart, mind, body, and soul, gets you focused on that. Rewind the things that you can. Because once something is done, it's done, right? So technically we can't rewind it, literally, but figuratively we can. Sometimes you have to ask for forgiveness. That can be your rewinding. You can't go back and undo it, but you can proceed to ask for forgiveness for it, to take accountability for it. And that's the rewind. It's kind of like a revisit. Remember that four-letter word, self, as we about to close on out of here. SELF, self-love, self-commitment, self-dedication, self-motivation. Motivate yourself. This channel is not made for kids, so motivate your damn self. Okay? Okay? And it's okay to motivate others. You can motivate a stranger. A stranger can motivate you. But when I say that, I mean don't go on apps or in places looking to motivate people that you really can't. We can motivate strangers, but when we set out and it's kind of make that your mission for people that you think you know and you don't know, that's one of those things, like I said earlier, keep it to family and friends. Okay? Keep it to family and friends. Because sometimes people become dependent. Self-esteem, self-preservation, self-motivation. So thank you guys for being here with me. I'm about to get out of here. We have cooled down. And hopefully I will see you guys tomorrow on the next Let's Walk and Talk Original in Lions Pride. Okay? Y'all have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful rest of your night. Tomorrow will be Wednesday. Have a wonderful Wednesday. And again, remember, keep your peace. All right? Keep your peace. Respect your peace. Right? The more we talk about those R words, the more we come up with. Right? Reward yourself. Reward those who you love. I'm finally cooling down for real, y'all. So thank you for being here. And again, hopefully, if it's the Lord's will, I will see you guys over here in Lions Pride on tomorrow. And if not tomorrow, the next day, really soon. Okay? Okay? You don't need equipment all the time. Go outside. Do something with something that's just outside. Use some bricks. Use the cement. Use the sidewalk. Use the ground. Get some grounding in. Do you guys ground? Go outside and ground. Okay? Remember, it's not just physical. It's your mental, emotional, and spiritual. You want to work your body, work your body. Make sure you don't hurt your body. Work your body, work your body. Don't overexert your body. Okay? And be you. Be you. Be you. That's the best person you can be. Is you. I'm waiting on my partner, y'all. That's why I'm kind of dragging out. I'm waiting on my partner. She is on the other side. She was on some equipment. And it's not like I can drive over. So I'm waiting on my partner. So I'm about to start calling. So bye, y'all.